See, last class what we have discussed about, just for 2 to 3 minutes we can try to recollect. Okay, so after demo session is completed, today is second class. After demos are completed, today is second class. So yesterday's session was the first session where we started looking into Pega. See, yesterday we have discussed about types of applications. First, application, types of applications. What are the types of applications? Application is set of functional components and there are two types of applications. Two types are, you can say, structures of applications. First one, framework application. I am writing like FW app. Second one, IMPL app. These are the two different structures of applications. See, whenever we are creating a new business application to process some business related tasks or transactions, at least creating two applications is a best practice. It's not mandatory, but at least creating two applications, out of which one framework for your business and one or more implementations accordingly. Framework application contains common functionalities which we can access across entire business. Implementation application, we create specific functional components which can be accessed only within that particular application. That is implementation application, within specific implementation application. See, you have a requirement. Based on the requirement, you will decide. When you have clear understanding about the business, when you have clear understanding about the requirement, then a developer should decide where to place this functionality, whether to create this in the framework or whether to create it in the implementation. If you feel like it is a generic one which can be accessed anywhere throughout the application, it has to be placed in framework. If it is a specific one only to the particular implementation, then you are going to place it in the implementation application. First, we need this setup. See, any functionality that is available in framework that will be accessible, this implementation can take the functionalities from framework. This framework can take the functionalities from Pega OOTB, Pega platform. See, that's what framework and implementation. After that, we discussed about Pega platform comes up with many OOTB functionalities. What is meant by OOTB? Out of the box means inbuilt. So, which is already predefined or built in our ready-made functionality available within the system is called OOTB. We log into Pega using the credentials, default credentials administrator@pega.com, password, install. We log into PRPC like this. When we log in, it will take us to one OOTB application by name Pega Platform or Pega Rules. Pega Platform or Pega Rules application. Pega Platform application contains all OOTB functionalities. Clear everyone? Basic core OOTB functionalities are all available in which platform? Which application? Pega Platform application. Because Pega Platform application is having some generic functionalities which can be accessed into any application, Pega Platform also we call it as framework only. This is enterprise framework. What is this one? Enterprise framework. On top of Pega Platform enterprise framework, we create our own business framework. On top of our own business framework, we create our implementations. One or more implementations we create. Make sense? Everyone clear? That is the structure that we are going to follow. Anything that is available in Pega platform can be accessed into framework, also can be accessed into implementation. Anything that is available in business framework can be accessed into implementation. See, reverse is not possible. Means a functional component that is available in implementation cannot be accessed into framework. It is not possible. Okay. See, I will tell you one terminology here. This, let's say this is current application. I logged into this. Let's say for example, current application. And what is this one called as? I'll tell you. Okay, this is a new one. This we did not discuss yesterday. From here, we are going to start now. Okay. So if this is current application, this is called as built on application. What is it called as? Look at here. This application, okay, I will give the names like, for example, just like that. App 1, App 2, App 3, for example, like this. App 1 is built on App 2, correct? App 2 is said to be built on application. Then this is built on application for App 1. What about this one? Built on application for App 2, as well as App 1 also can access. In the hierarchy it is there. Okay, mainly it is built on application for App 2. So this is called as built on application. This is current. If it is current, this is built on. This is also built on. This is built on for the above one. This is built on for the above. So app 1 is built on app 2. App 2 is built on app 3. So these are built on applications. Understand, in the hierarchy connection is there. Clear everyone? Today, if we are going to create applications, practically if we are going to work on creating application, if we create framework, our own business framework application, where do we need to create? On top of which application to be created? Enterprise framework application. What is the name of enterprise framework application provided by Pega? Pega platform. So our business framework that we are going to create will be created or should be created on top of Pega platform. And if we are creating implementation application, then where should we create that? On top of our business framework that we have created. Then this structure we will get. Understand, clear? That's what today we are going to do practically. Everyone online clear about it? Everyone online, are you clear about this? Today, if we are practically creating two applications, one framework, one implementation, that framework will land on top of Pega platform. That implementation will land on top of the framework that we created. That's a practical we are going to do. Everyone clear? Whatever we discussed so far theoretically about the structure of application, this is called as situation layer cake. Okay, so that they may ask you in interview. Okay, for freshers, not for experienced people. They may ask you for freshers, or maybe a question you may get in CSA exam like that. Okay, now here you go. See, anything that you create in Pega that will have label, comma, ID. What is the purpose of label? Just to display purpose. See, you are a student, you have name as well as student ID. Which one is unique when you are in this academy system? ID. Up to this academic system, your ID is important. For this system to identify and process your record, what is needed? Your ID. You don't bother about your name actually. Name is for display purpose. Name is for what? Display purpose. See, every rule that we create in Pega, it will have a label plus ID. Label is display purpose. It can have spaces and all. ID, no spaces, nothing. It is one unique word. Okay, anything. ID can be different from name. Okay. See, if you are trying to create application, okay, we are creating application. What are the different parameters or details that we need to pass? Application creation, details needed to be given to the system. First one, application name, yes or no? Should I mention application name? Second one, application structure or type. I should tell the process commander, Pega, whether I am trying to create or I want to create framework or implementation. I should choose an option related to that. You created application. How do you access application? You must log in, right? Pega application, we have login of administrator@pega.com. But for our application, we need to provide our own login ID password, correct? So that is called as operator ID. What is it called as? Write operator ID name, password it will generate. Okay. These are the three main which we know. Apart from these three, there is one more. Organization name. What is that? Organization name. We need to provide organization name as well. So under which organization you wanted to create this application? For which organization you want to create this application? I will explain you about organization structure maybe tomorrow. Okay, but see, generally I'll tell you, just for your information, I'm going to talk about it. What is meant by organization? In general, you can tell me, no need to think about technology. What is there in reality that same will become in technology? Nothing different. Now, Chepan, what is organization? What in your understanding? What is your guess about organization?
Company name which we
It's a company name.
use.
Please be company name. But what we say here is it's a company name. It's a topmost entity. What is it? Topmost entity. Topmost business entity is called as organization. For example, Reliance Industries or Tata Group. These are the topmost business entities. Under Reliance Industries, we have Reliance Retail, Reliance Electronics, Reliance Petroleum, Reliance Telecommunication. These are different divisions. Under each division, there will be business operations happening in units. So business will have organization, business divisions, business units will be there. I will explain you about this. Just I'm telling you. But topmost entity is called as organization. Tata group of companies, Tata group of industries, it is called as organization. Under that, Tata IT, that is one division. Under that you have TCS, maybe other sister concerned companies. Okay. Tata Electronics is there. Tata Telecommunication, Tata Motors. Okay. Tata Metal. Okay, like this Tata Metal means steel, maybe even other things also will come under metal. Okay, Tata Automobile is there. Tata Motors. Under that Tata Nano, Tata high-end cars, Tata normal cars and all, these will come into picture, right? Like this, there will be a proper structure. I will explain you. But topmost entity we are talking about. See, in a business we are creating two applications, right? Framework implementation. These should have an organization. See, it is a practice that framework plus implementation both same organization. That's actually a practice. Can have different organization, but same organization is the practice. If you are joining any project, 99% you'll see the same. Framework implementation having same organization. Okay. So when you are creating framework application, you will have to provide the name of the organization, fresh name. It will create. Already created. After framework is done, created organization is gets created. At the time of creating implementation, do you need to give a fresh name or use the existing organization? Use existing. That is one point we will be practically seeing. See, once organization is created, in future if you are creating n number of applications under that particular organization, just choose that organization. That's it. No need to create. Initially it will be created. Next time onwards, we will select it. So we are going to work on creating framework plus implementation application. Framework we create on top of Pega platform. On top of Pega platform, we create framework. On top of framework, we create our implementation. For each of the application, we will provide a name. We will choose the type of application. We will write one operator name which is used as login name, login ID. It will generate the password. And then the fourth one is organization name. First, while creating framework application, we write a fresh name for the organization. Next, while creating implementation, already organization is created, we will choose it. Clear? This is what we are going to practically do. Everyone following, are you clear online? What are we going to do now? Are you clear? Then you are going to learn. So what to create, you have clear idea? One should be created on top of another one. Which one to be created on top of which another one, are you clear? Then we can start practicing to see how to create.
So,
Yes,
Shai,
go
do I have a
ahead.
question?
Go ahead.
Can we able to create another organization on implementation? For
See,
instance, once we create organization
possibilities
on framework.
while you are creating implementation on top of framework, but this implementation is having different organization than framework. Possibility is there, they provided it,
Okay.
but we do not do like that. We use the same organization, that facility is there. Creating new application. See, all of you, every one of you, whoever is attending this training program, classroom plus online students, you should take a notebook. Classroom students should have a notebook to write the heading of the subject that we are going to work on and the requirement. That's it. Practically, you don't need to write the navigations. Okay. Only for 1 or 2 days I'll write requirements. Going forward, I'll not write requirements in the documents. Okay. And online students also take a notebook or create a Word document in your laptop or maybe Google Drive. There you draft every day requirements only. Okay, 606, right? Your batch number. 606, right? Yes. So your document will be like this. Yours is 9 a.m., right? I should have to use that 9 a.m. also. Give me 1 minute. Okay, this is how your document is going to be created and shared to you. We will add this document in the Google Classroom. Is there anyone who did not join the Google Classroom yet? Who is yet to join Google Classroom? I think everyone joined, right? This Google Classroom, all of you joined. For a few days only we will be using this. Going forward, we will use another classroom where we will give access to only enrolled students. Okay. Put the same heading, creating new application. Creating new application. మీరు ఈరోజే ఫస్ట్ క్లాసా లేకపోతే అవునా? ఈరోజే ఫస్ట్ క్లాసా? అర్థమైందా? నిన్నటి వీడియో చూడండి. నిన్నటి వీడియో చూస్తే ఈరోజు అర్థమైంది. కానీ క్లాస్కి 9 o'clock కల్లా షార్ప్ రావాలి. ఓకే, ముందుకు రండి లేకపోతే మీరు. ఓకే, కూర్చున్నారు. కనబడుతుంది అక్కడి నుంచి మీకు? ఓకే. Creating new application. Write down. Creating framework application. Another heading is creating framework application. I'll write down FW here in the document. That means framework. Okay. Write down requirement. Everyone write down the requirement. So we are going to work on insurance application, right? Create an insurance framework application. Create an insurance framework application. Create an insurance framework application for the client Liberty Mutual. Liberty, that's enough. For the client Liberty, just like that we are using some name random. Everyone should be writing this. I will not write the requirements in the documents going forward. Okay, so if you go through your notebook at the end of the sessions, topic requirement, all topics, all requirements will be there in your notebook at the end of the day. Okay. Creating framework application. Okay, that is create a insurance framework application for the client Liberty. This is what we are going to do. You don't need to write further, only up to that requirement you have written. Fair enough. You need to closely watch here and observe what are we doing. See, if you want to create any application from the scratch, you need to log into Pega by using what? Default credentials. Are you aware of default credentials? I don't need to write again and again, right? Log into Pega by using only this time I'll write down default credentials. What are the default credentials? Administrator@pega.com, install all lowercase, that you know. Okay, I logged into Pega. I did not explain any components here. While we are practicing one by one, we will be learning, no problem. Now at this point of time, after you log in, this is what we are going to focus on. This is called application menu. This is application name into which we logged in. I logged into default application of Pega. What is the Pega platform? So clicking on application name here, it will show application menu. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Click on application menu, Pega platform, then choose new application. See, new application we can create. We can create new application. We can create new application by using new application wizard. Okay, create application. We need to pass below parameters. Below parameters that you know. So application can be created by using new application wizard. There is a wizard provided by Pega. What is the wizard? New application wizard. Okay, so new application. So when you go to, look at here, this is Pega platform, right? Here everyone should follow. మీరు ఏదో చేసుకుంటా నావిగేషన్స్ ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్ళిపోయినని చెప్పొద్దు, నేను స్లోగానే వెళ్తా. ఓకే, సో హియర్ యూ నీడ్ టు చూస్ న్యూ అప్లికేషన్. Okay, click on new application. I went to application menu and chosen the option of new application. That is going to open application wizard. One application wizard will be opened. See here, there are so many names you are seeing. Actually, these are all frameworks. See, I'll explain you now. If I click on Bajaj Insurance Group, my application will be created on top of Bajaj Insurance Group. That means built on application, if built on application is Bajaj Insurance Group, on top of this application you want to create, click on this. If you want to create your current application on top of LIC insurance, then click on this. But now I want to create my application on top of Pega platform, right? Creating on top of Pega platform means build from scratch. If you click on build from scratch, your application gets created on top of. So click on build from scratch. Clicking on this, our application will be will get created on top of Pega platform application. On top of Pega platform application. Clear everyone? This point, are you clear? Okay, it will be created on top of Pega platform. Okay, I will go through
Sorry,
it.
I have a question.
Yes,
Harsha.
yes please.
The
ahead.
Bajaj Insurance Group, Cigna Insurance, LIC, etc. These are already created once, and on top of that, we are going to create one more, right?
Not
or
on
these
top
are
of
just
this.
the frame? No, I mean
These
to
are
say that.
created as a practice with another batches, right?
Correct. Now,
if I click on this, my application will be created on top of Cigna.
will that be now question is, will that be a framework or that will be an implementation application? If we
you have
create
a
it
bottom
on
layer,
LIC.
will that be framework or implementation? Bottom layer.
No, what am I
Bottom
trying
layer
to
will
say?
be framework.
What am
Only
I trying to
frameworks
say?
will be displayed here.
We are saying Pega is the base. So for Cigna Insurance or any other which has been created, Pega is the base already. Now, if we click on this thing, this becomes the base, or it becomes, it becomes a framework, or it becomes an
For
implementation.
the application that we are trying to create, this will become framework. This already has Pega platform as framework. You need to know about this diagram. Where is the diagram? This is considered to be Cigna. This will become framework to our implementation, and this is already having a framework of Pega platform.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine. Fine.
So clicking on build from scratch is going to give you this one. See, here you have two options: Team Cosmos traditional architecture and Cosmos React latest architecture. Actually, this has been developed starting from 8.7. We tried this already. There were so many bugs. Okay, this is the first version. From 8.7, this is first version actually. We tried this, there are so many bugs. So we don't go with this. We go with this. Both are same more or less. Okay. So click on Cosmos traditional architecture. Click on traditional architecture. Okay. So clicking, I am going to click on this to proceed. I did not explain you what is this, not needed now. Okay. Anyhow, you are creating your application on top of Pega platform. That's okay for now. Name your application. What is the name of your application? I am going to give Liberty Insurance Group. Liberty Insurance Group. That's the name I have manually typed. See, you can now click on advanced configuration. You are just learning the navigations. Advanced configuration. I am going to click on advanced configuration. So see what is there in the advanced configuration. Let's click on advanced configuration. See, if I click on advanced configuration, it will show some of the parameters of application. By default, application structure was defaultly selected as implementation, which means that without clicking on advanced configuration, if I would have proceeded clicking on create application, which structure of application will get created? Implementation. But I don't want implementation. I want framework. That's why I came here to advanced configuration and choose application type to be framework. Change the application type to be FW framework. Like this I have given in the screenshot. Make sense, everyone? Clear? Another point. What is the name of our application? Liberty Insurance Group. Here you see application ID. From Liberty Insurance Group, it has taken Liberty I and giving the name as application ID. This is the actual name. Liberty I is actual name. What is Liberty Insurance Group? Just a label, display name. Student name, student ID. For system, student ID. For display purpose, ID will not be good. We will display names. Liberty Insurance Group is name of the application. Its actual name that system can understand is Liberty I. Clear, everyone? Everyone clear or not? So the application that is going to get created with ID, what is the name? Liberty I. Liberty Insurance Group, I only it has taken. Okay. And organization name you see,
That's why
random
I have
and
one
name.
question.
There is a yes,
Yeah,
please.
the application ID can be a customized one. I mean, do we need
The
to
customize, you want
edit
change
it
it?
or?
You want change it? You change it. No problem. I'm not changing, but it can be changed. ID can be changed. Okay.
Oh,
A random there's a random name generated for organization, which we will modify to a meaningful one. Meaningful. So let's make it something meaningful. Okay. So a meaningful name we'll give it. So what is the meaningful name here for the organization? For Liberty Insurance Group application, what could be the meaningful organization name? Liberty. I will type Liberty. You see here. Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters are there. I am going to tab out. How many characters are taken here? This is a display name. This is the actual name. Label ID. For everything there will be label ID, label ID, label ID. Clear, everyone? So Liberty I have given organization name. I'm sorry, I'll change it. I opened it again, right? Thank you for that. So everyone clear? I'll give the screenshot also. Changed here actually. Changed. So clear, everyone? So Liberty Organization name is Liberty and its actual ID is LIB. Let it be LIB. By default, Pega is taking only 4 characters. Too many characters are not allowed in organization name. Maximum of 6 are T. After that also I am typing, but it is not allowing. Maximum how many characters? 6. But it is taking 4. Most of the projects that you join will have 4 characters only. No need to much think about it. Here it is showing division and unit, div unit, right? I am not giving anything new names here. We will discuss about this later while we are discussing about organization structure. Not now. Leave it as it is. See, after coming to advanced configuration, we have chosen the application type as framework. We changed organization name to a meaningful name. We observed the name of the application. Okay, that's what we have done. Click on save. Click on save. It will go back to the screen where you clicked on advanced configuration. After giving application name, you clicked on advanced configuration, right? There it will go back if you are going to click on save. Options are saved. I cross verified. Do what? Click on create application. Click on create application. What did we do? We went to application menu and choose a new application. A wizard has been displayed. We have chosen build from scratch, meaning that create your application on top of Pega platform, and we chosen traditional architecture. Then we have provided application name, clicked on advanced configuration, chosen the application structure as framework, and provided organization name, some meaningful name. And then we are proceeding further to create this application. Click on create application. This may take 2 minutes or 3 minutes, sometimes even 5 minutes for the first time you are working. See, even though you have 8 GB or 16 GB RAM, for first 1 or 2 weeks your Pega platform may be slow till it creates proper cache and all, cache memory and all. It will be little slow. It may be slow. Only Pega platform, not your laptop. The laptop will be as usual speed how it was before. Someone was trying to ask a question. What was that?
Harsha, I have a question. So for each application which we are creating in the Pega platform, right? So for suppose you're creating Liberty instance group. So every time we need to click on the advanced configuration, right? We need to
You
select
want
the
to change, you go to advanced configuration. You don't want to change, you don't go. I want to change the advanced configuration options. That's why I've gone through it. If I don't want to change, I would not have gone through there.
Okay. So my question is like we need to go with the framework first, right? Instead of going with
First,
the
I am doing framework. Yes. First, we need to set up framework, then implement it. Bottom to top.
Okay.
Harsha, first
Yeah.
Hello.
if you
Yes,
not
go
click
ahead.
on configured, if you not click
Come
on
again.
configured application, if you not click on configured application directly, if we create application, which layer it will create?
I have already told you that. Which one it will create? Implementation. If you do not go to advanced configuration and directly proceeded, then implementation will be created. Okay.
Okay.
Hello. I've got it out.
One by one.
Yeah.
Just hold on a
I
minute.
just
Yes, go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just had a doubt that if how would we know if this is a framework application or implementation application we're writing the organization name?
In that you have two options, right? Framework and
Yeah.
implementation.
But in the name, when we log in, how will we know which is what?
No,
How
you will not
which
come to
is
know about whether it is framework or implementation by name unless you give some keyword like FW, IMPL in the name of the application. You will not come to know like that. Usually,
okay.
the
Okay.
application which we log in to start initiating transactions are implementations. From there, everything will begin. For that, built-on application is there. Built-on application means framework or implementation.
Framework.
Framework only. Implementation will not be a built-on for another implementation. If that is the case, that another implementation will become framework only. Okay.
Okay.
Implementations will be side by side. Frameworks will be one on top of another. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I will add one operator ID. See, I am going to work as a developer here, correct? So I am creating developer operator ID for my framework application. Meaningfully, I am giving. You can give anything. The application libe.com. libe.com. See, the operator ID value which you enter manually here should be in the email ID format for this wizard purpose, actually. Okay. So that email may not be existing. So I want to create a developer operator ID for my framework application, devfw@libe.com. That's what I have typed. You can type anything of your wish. This I have mentioned. Now click on add. I will tell you one point here. Here what do you see? Author. Author means developer. Author means what? Developer. Author role means developer. That is just for your information. We will be learning it going forward. So click on add. If you forget to click on add, the login ID will not be created. Manually we have to create. With the knowledge what you have so far, you cannot even create manually. I cannot even teach you now. Okay. So make sure you follow the documents closely. Step by step you do it. After today's session, I will tell you how you need to practice. What is the practice methodology that you have to follow? I will explain you. Operator ID created and password also generated. Save these details into a notepad. What is our
Harsha, I
regular
have a
class?
question. Can I go ahead with the question?
Just hold on. Let me
Hello.
finish this. Okay. After that, you can ask me. And now you don't log off. Okay. I'm writing. Save this to notepad. I saved, you know, right? Saving into notepad and all. And do not log off. If I write like this, you will log off. Just click on done. Just click on done. It is completed. Done. Completed, right? So where am I now? In which login I am here? I am now. Huh? Do not log off అని చెప్పింది నేను. Where am I now? In
New
which
operator
application?
which is
Default credentials only I am in. I am in default login only. I did not go to framework application, and I am not creating my implementation by login to framework. I am not. I am creating my implementation application also being there at the Pega platform only. You can remember this point. Anytime you are creating any application, start doing it from Pega platform only. No other application created by you. Clear? What is the question? Someone was trying to ask a question some time back. Okay, fine. Maybe you are on mute. Please unmute. Write down. Everyone write down. Creating implementation application. Put the heading. Okay. Put the heading creating implementation application.
Yes, Harsha. Sorry, I was on mute.
Yes, go ahead.
Uh, so while creating framework application, we have selected the configuration, right? For instance, like if I have missed to create that uh, advanced configuration, if I have created that create application, ideally, yes, you said that it's going to create implement application. But my question is, on which framework does it
Scratch.
create? On
Yes, it will create
PRPC?
on Pega platform only. Anything that you are going from build from
Okay.
scratch, it will be created on top of Pega platform. Remember another point. After application is created, its type can never be modified. Okay, and another point is the application which you created can be deleted, but you can't. I know how to delete everything. It's not only one application, there are so many connections. With the knowledge what you have today, you cannot delete. So for first 30 days of training, forget about the delete option. Don't ask me anytime coming back, how can I delete the application? You did a mistake, leave it, go from the beginning again, create with some new name, completely different name. Okay, that's the thing you have to do. At the time of practicing, do not directly start creating Liberty application. You create another application, let's say HDFC Insurance Group. You create 2 times, you practice on practice application, different name. You are perfect, then start working on our application. Understand?
So, why they are getting only this implementation option instead of framework option while selecting?
That is default. Why means they are providing default. See, that's what I told you. Creating framework and implementation structure is optional. You can directly go with implementation and create only implementation. But creating only implementation, what could be the future problem? There will be extension will be
We cannot
difficult.
reuse.
Extending the application will be difficult. Again, you need to do everything from the scratch. But is it possible
We
in
cannot
reality to
reuse.
have only one implementation? Yes or no? Practically, it is possible, but considering the best practices, maintenance and all, we don't do it. Okay, that's why defaultly they are giving implementation. Why? Only implementation also okay. That's why they have defaulted the option, but we changed it as per our need. Write down requirement: create an auto insurance. Create an auto insurance implementation application on top of Liberty Insurance Group FW application. See, we are now going to create an auto insurance implementation application on top of Liberty Insurance Group FW application. That's what we already created. Okay, we already have this, correct? That's it, done. Design. I'll go through the design. See, any application that you want to create, application menu only, application wizard only. What is the navigation? Can anyone tell me? Pega platform, new
New
application.
application.
I am not writing this time. If you observe, I am not writing click on application menu, choose Pega platform, new application. I am not writing that. Already once I have written. Next time onwards, I will directly give the screenshot. You should understand because you have practiced once. Obviously, you will get application menu, this one, application, new application wizard. Now I want to create my implementation application on top of Liberty Insurance Group, correct? Where should I click on?
Select
Click
Liberty
on
Insurance.
Liberty Insurance Group. Clicking on this, my application will get created on top of this one. నిన్నంటే మీరు ఊరు నుంచి వచ్చారు, లేట్గా వచ్చారు. ఈరోజు ఏమైంది? ఒరే నీకు రోజుకు ఒక రీజన్ ఉంది చెప్పడానికి. ఓకే, క్లిక్ ఆన్ లిబర్టీ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ గ్రూప్. So let's click on Liberty Insurance Group. Okay. See, in this application while creating, you will get 3 screens which we did not get previously. These 3 screens we just proceed forward. We don't discuss now. We will discuss later. Okay. See, in this screen, it is asking about build with Liberty Insurance Group or back to application site types. Means it's a confirmation. It is asking that you want to proceed creating your current application on top of Liberty Insurance Group, or you want to go back and choose something else and then come back. I don't want to go back. I want to proceed forward. Click on blue icon. Click on blue button. Means I want to create my application with Liberty Insurance Group. On top of Liberty Insurance Group, I want to create my implement. This screen also we did not come across before. What are the case types? We will be creating case types later. For now, what should I do? That's it. I don't want to much bother about this. Next, similar screen called as data types. We will be creating all this after the application is set up. Maybe once we come across with that requirements. What do I do for now? Continue. These 3 screens we did not face before, and we just clicked on next, continue like that. This is the one we need to focus on. So what should I do now? Liberty Auto Insurance. Liberty Auto Insurance is the application name. Next, advanced configuration. Advanced configuration. Okay, you see here now. After this, by default application type is chosen as implementation. Is that what we are expecting? So I am not going to change it. I highlighted, just you need to make an observation that you are trying to create implementation application. Everyone following online resources and offline resources? Everyone. What are you learning
Yes.
today?
Yes.
To navigations. Nothing much understanding also, little bit. Whatever we discussed already yesterday, whatever we understood, we are just doing it on paper. I mean like practical hands-on. Okay. And see here, the application ID is what? Liberty A. That is Liberty I. This is Liberty A. That is framework. This is insurance. Unless you remember, you don't know about it. By looking at application name, We cannot say whether it is framework or implementation. After we log in, built on application. Is this built on application for another one? If it is, this is framework. If it is a topmost, this is implementation. Topmost means implementation. It is built on means framework. That's how we will come to know. I'll tell you the relations also later. But you see here, every time when you create application, random name for organization is generated. But we have got an organization by name. What is the name? LIBE. That's Liberty. Okay. Got created while creating FW application. Let's choose the same organization for implementation application as well. For implementation application as well. Clear everyone? So this is what I am going to do now. See, I'll tell you one point here. I don't want this, I'll remove this. See, in PRPC environment, anywhere in Pega environment, if you see a text box like this with thick blue color dot at the right bottom corner, that is a drop down. That is a drop down. If you place the cursor here on your keyboard, you have down arrow. 4 arrows will be there, right? Placing cursor there, click on the down arrow, it will show the list of values. The one which you are looking for, if it is there, you select it. Is it there? Everyone clear? I cannot write here, place your cursor there and click on down arrow, all that I cannot draft in the document. I'm just telling now, remember. So I have chosen Liberty, I did not type. See, live is the name that you know, ID. Anyhow, click on save. Click on save. So I'll just cross check the options. I've chosen implementation, Liberty A, Liberty is our nation, everything is okay. Now do what? Click on create application. I'm going to
What is the maximum size of this ID?
I don't know about maximum size of application ID. You can give a number of characters. For organization, limitation is there. Maximum how many characters? 6. So I clicked on create application now. Just wait.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, we created on framework, so there we set a organization. But again, why we are setting organization, sir? Why it is not taking
For every application must be under some organization. That's the point.
No.
If you are creating n number of branches for your business, all branches should be connected to one main branch only. Correct? Enter some operator ID name which is different from previous one. Means a new login for this. This is a separate login. You can have one login for both. Possible. I am not doing it now. So this operator ID I am creating it as a developer operator ID for my implementation application @libe.com. Authors means developer. Add. Click on add. Created. Save these credentials in the notepad. Save this credentials notepad. So you must be doing that. Otherwise, if you forget, you cannot get it back.
Harsha,
Yes.
can we change the password according to our convenience?
We will change it. Okay. We'll see. So after this is completed, okay, done. Click on log off. On log off. If you click on log off here, that is okay. Otherwise, if you click on done here, where do you log off? Here you log off. Yes or no? Normal log off process. Log off is over. Done. So that's it. We created 2 applications. Now for the first time when you try to log in with the default credentials generated password, it will prompt you to change the password. That time how do you remember the generated password? That's why I have asked you to save that password in the notepad. చూద్దాం ఎంతమంది మర్చిపోయి నాకు ఫోన్ చేస్తారండి.
What if you miss that password to save the
దానికి కూడా చెప్తానండి నేను. I will tell you that. I know you will forget to save the password because you are in a hurry. You will be practicing, you will get a phone call, you will talk on phone call, otherwise WhatsApp, Facebook chatting and all, you will be practicing parallel, you will forget obviously. So I'll tell you the way. Okay, don't worry. Wait, give me a minute. So now log into FW application. First, what do we do? So you may remember that username, that's okay. devfw@lib.com. Anyhow, you saved it. If you forget also. Password, you cannot remember, right? So this is the password. Take it without spaces. Make sure. That's why I told Notepad. Word document, you'll get spaces. Okay. Paste it. That password. Login. Okay. It will prompt you for the password change. Okay. Current password, it will ask you. What is the current password? New password, confirm password. Okay. Current password I am giving here. Oh, I think I copied that screenshot, right? So this is the reason why I asked you to copy it. New password I am giving RULES. You can give anything which you can remember. RULES I'll remember forever. Okay, that's why I'm giving. But while you are practicing, I suggest you to give the same rules so that you will not forget. If you give some other password which you regularly use, you give it. For your Gmail or anything, regularly there will be a password, right? With your name and other person's name and all, same you can give. Otherwise you will forget. Again, you have to follow another document and click on App Studio. App Studio menu and choose what? Choose Dev Studio. I did not tell you about all these studios, but Dev Studio you can understand by its name what it can be. Dev Studio, what is your guess? Dev means developer.
Developers,
Studio
yes.
means portal. They are calling now as studio also. Developer Studio means the environment or UI which is accessible to developers for application development. Okay. Dev Studio, you do all the steps whatever I am saying now. Okay, so now click on App Explorer. What is that Explorer? Here you see recent, case types, data types, app records. This one I am talking about. What? So click on App Explorer. This will get loaded slowly. The middle one there, App Explorer. So now how many applications you see here? 2. I logged into framework application, but I am accessing how many? 2. Guess what? One is framework for sure. The current application which you logged in is framework. For sure you have access to that application. Another application is also there. Pega platform. Perfect. You click on this link for your information. By login to FW app, we can access FW app plus Pega platform. That's why we are seeing 2 applications. Just to make an observation here while you are practicing. Okay, that's it. Log off. I am not telling anything else here. I'll tell you further. So you are back to the screen, login screen. Then do what next? Now log into implementation application. See, this session may extend for 5 more minutes for today. Means 9:55 now. 10 o'clock is our time. 10:05. I'll extend it up to 10:05. Don't ask me any questions related to this today. Ask me tomorrow only. Whatever I want to finish today, I'll finish. Don't ask me any questions. After you practice and all, tomorrow at the beginning you can ask me, or at the end you can ask me. Okay? Because I need some time today. Okay, here you go. Next one, what is the next one password? I just copied it here. This is devimpl@lib.com. That's the ID I have given. Password, the generated one. Login. It will ask for the password change or not. As usual, it is asking for change in password. Let's wait for it. Okay. So default password, new password, you can give the same also here also. RULES, rules. Change password will take you inside. Again, you will get App Studio. You will switch to Dev Studio. That I am not going to write. As it is what you have done. App Studio and then, yeah, wait, it is getting loaded. What is that? Dev Studio. So we'll switch to Dev Studio. So you switch to Dev Studio. Here you are now. And then do what?
Explorer.
App Explorer. This is App Explorer. How many applications you are seeing now?
3.
Tell me what are those?
Like a
Bottom is
platform.
Pega platform. See, you always have to say from the current application. That's the process. Current application,
Okay.
and then framework application, and then Pega
And
platform.
platform.
This application has access to 3 applications. Current implementation plus Pega platform. You can log off. But I need to tell you where the relations are that we can see tomorrow. So today we have just seen the navigations, how to create framework application on top of Pega platform. After that, how to create implementation application on top of framework. This is navigations. How you need to practice, I will tell you now. Okay, give me 2 minutes time. See, every one of you, you understand it clearly, I know. Okay. Now at the time while you are in the class, it will be pretty much clean and clear. No doubt about it. But while practicing, you'll get so many doubts. You will make so many mistakes. Okay. This I told you, follow this closely. Along with this document, I mean like practical document, I will attach one more document in the classroom. That is how to change the password of an operator. Suppose you obviously 1 or 2 people or maybe 5 people, they will forget to save this in the notepad for sure. Okay, don't call me. Follow the document, it will be done. Okay, so log in with administrator@pega.com and follow the navigations given in the document. Find out your operator ID, change the password of your operator ID. If you forget to write the operator ID name and click on add, you don't need to call me, because even if I tell you how to create operator, you cannot understand. Leave it. Okay, if it is for your implementation, then I will join a session and then do it. But what I want to tell you here is, you are just doing a copy paste work. Okay, for this copy paste work also, if you are making mistakes, what does it mean? Whatever you are going to do, you don't do it without looking into document. Look into the document and then do it. Still you are making mistakes. What does it mean? Learning Pega is very difficult. Learning from me is difficult. Easy. Learning Pega is easy. Learning from me is little difficult. Okay, please understand that. What does it mean if you are still making mistakes after following the document, while following the document? You don't have focus on what you are doing. You are doing a copy paste work, right? For a copy paste work, if you forgot to do this, if you forgot to click on add, okay, if you forgot to create operator ID, if you forgot to save the password and all, what does it mean? If you forgot to change the application type as framework, and if you forgot to click on advanced configuration, proceeded forward, what does it mean? You are in a hurry to do it. Okay, see, any mistake you did, leave it as it is, start from the scratch, create new application only for this class. You are making some mistake, completely with a different name, create some other application, no problem. That's the reason why I told you, because you make mistakes, you create one application, let's say HDFC insurance group first, next LIC insurance group. For first application, you look into the document step by step, you try to implement. Any mistake you made, it will be rectified here. After this is completed, then only you create Liberty application. Should not make any mistakes. Even after that you are making mistakes here, that's called as blind practice. That will never work out. See, I'll tell you, I already told you I'll take 5 more minutes. See, your practice should be like this. You should, every one of you should follow this methodology. See, after each class, we will be sharing theory documents, practical document with screenshots. Okay. Theory yesterday itself I have shared, right, for this one. Okay. And practical documents with screenshots and video. This is optional, not required, frankly speaking. Okay. Next, interview questions document. Interview questions documents. This you will be getting after 1 week. Okay. Means after, by this weekend we will finalize everything, right, by Thursday. After that, once the batch is formed, we will share all this to only join people. And interview audio recordings, some real interviews, and interview questions documents topic wise. Interview question document, only one document, freshers. Okay, some questions, straightforward questions. Experienced people both they have to follow. Freshers they have to follow both, but mostly straightforward questions will be here, and another type of scenario based other options related will be here. So interview audio recording. See here, you need to follow this process. So you are attending the live session every day. If you have missed a live session, first thing you need to do is watch the video. That means you are taking the session. After session is done, live session or video session completed, first thing what you need to do is you need to go through the theory document only. You need to read the theory document first. That's the first point. Before you start working on any topic practical, go through what? Theory document. How many times you read it? For the first time, see, it's not reading simply. Read, while reading you try to understand what you are trying to read there. What is the statement and all. For the first time when you read it, even though you attended the session, you will not be able to understand 100%. Your understanding will be just 80%, 60, 70%. You read it 3 times. First time, second time, third time. First time reading will be slow. Understanding also will be slower. Second time reading will be little bit faster. Understanding will be much better than first time. Third time, you can go even at a faster pace. Even you can understand more points in a best way you can understand. Minimum 3 times if you read, you will get a clarity. Completed. Now what would you be doing? You tell me. You have practical document second. What are you going to do with this? How do you practice? Open this document after that. You open this document after that, what do you do? You open this document, you will be opening PRB's environment. You will start copy pasting from beginning to ending. Okay, that's 100% wrong. Anyone following that practice, they will have to spend 5 hours. If any issue, any error, anything, they'll have to spend 5 hours for the practice. Okay. So practical document, first you open the notebook, open notes. Here you have done, right? Read the requirement. Read the requirement. Come on, understand it first of all. You need to understand the requirement, otherwise there is no meaning. After that, open the practical document, go through it just by vision. Okay, means you are not doing a hands-on. Don't log into Pega. Okay, I will write down that one also. Do not log into Pega by this time. Only you will open your laptop for documents and all. Open this document, go through it just by vision, do the practical. How you are doing the practical? The hands-on? Where are you doing this practical now? Just you go by vision, but you are doing practical. How you are doing and where are you doing? Just in mind. Okay. Repeat this 2 more times. First time when you are going through your mind, you need to understand first screen what we are doing. Second screen in relation with first screen what we are doing. Third screen what are we trying to do. Overall completed what we wanted to achieve, what we have achieved, how we have achieved. All that you will be able to understand. Clear? First time it has taken 20 minutes to go through. Second time it will take 10 minutes to go through. You will understand much better. Third time it will take only 5 to 7 minutes to go through beginning to ending. You'll understand the best. Now after 3 times completed, what are you going to do? What is the business requirement? You have clear idea. What are you going to do? You have clear idea. How are you going to implement it? You have a clear idea. What is the expected output result? You have a clear idea. Then you start doing hands-on. Log into Pega, do hands-on on practice application. Hands-on on practice application 1 and comma 2 if possible. Then log into Pega, our class application, do it without looking into document if possible. Between you can review, you can revise, not review. So you can revise in between if you want. Anyone following this process, this will take 30 minutes maximum. This will take 40 minutes. Okay, this is 30, let's say 45 minutes, 45 minutes. What is the time? 1.5 hour. Okay, this will take here, this will take this two. It will take 25 minutes. This will take 5 minutes. Okay, 1.5 hour, 2 hours maximum. Worst case, this is I told you too much time actually. See, for the practical, the time you are spending, more than that you are spending on the theory. Theory, if you spend 1.5 hour, practical will be 5 minutes. Theory, if you ignore and this practical process, whatever I told you ignore, your practical will take 5 hours. You will face an issue. You don't know what you are trying to do. Without understanding what you wanted to do, how you wanted to do it, how to achieve it, what is the proper output result, without having this in mind, if you start blindly doing a hands-on, opening the practical document, copy pasting screen by screenshot, you will end up learning nothing for sure. If you follow this process, today it is taking 2 hours, but you know what? After 10 days, this will take only 1.5 hour. After 20 days, it will take only 1 hour. That will be the minimum time, anytime it will take going forward. If you don't follow this process and you follow just after the class, directly open the laptop and do the practical without reading anything, it will take 2 hours today, 3 hours today. Tomorrow it will take, after 10 days, it will take 5 hours. After 15 to 20 days, it will take even 6 hours. Today it will not be done. Tomorrow you will try. You will be missing the sessions in between. You will be lagging behind. After 1.5 months to 2 months, you will stop attending the training. You will come back and say me the reasons I did not attend because my grandmother has expired. She was expired after maybe 10 years back. Again, she will expire for the reason you wanted to drop off and join a new batch. We will never believe anything because I have seen thousands of students. Okay. Anyone who has followed our process, simply speaking, if you blindly follow the process defined by us, you will achieve what you wanted to achieve for sure. You don't need to bother about the target. You don't need to keep in your mind. Leave it. Follow this. That's it. Blindly you follow. I have a lamp. I have a path. I am showing you. Just come behind me. That's it. Okay. Anyone who is deviating, I don't want to say what is going to happen. You have a better process than this. You can implement. But if your process is not good, then the result will be negative. Clear, everyone? So that's it I want to tell you for today. We will continue tomorrow. See, every one of you, this is just, I wanted to inform all of you, you are being provided with the software download link and installation instructions. By this time, everyone would have completed. Anyone has any issues at the time of installation, or the students who have newly joined today, refer the yesterday's video, talk to our team calling on 9652532753 for installation help. They will do it. They will help and do it. Okay, that must be completed by today at any cost, because you have to do the practical, right? And max worst case by tomorrow. And you are also being provided with the details to make the fees payment. Okay, I already told you, you can add that account details and that cooling period will be over. And you can do the transaction immediately whenever it is possible to you. Okay, once the deadline, whatever they tell you, is over, next day we will not even allow you. If you say that okay, that in this and all reasons, KYC issues, no, nothing, because some people told that they will be getting salary tomorrow like that. Okay, then no, not a big deal. Okay, so we are not too hurry, but once the deadline is over, we will not allow for any reason. Okay, so but anyhow, we are giving enough time for everything to that you are following the classes, you are deciding, and whether you are just observing yourself whether this subject is going to be suitable for you or not. Everything trainer is giving the best way of explanation or not, all that we are giving enough time. We don't force anyone here. Okay, so today you call and join one demo, tomorrow we call and pay. Not, it will not be like this. Okay, definitely if you want to join, you will pay for sure. Okay, but you need to assess some parameters, maybe your academical situation, classes, and the way of explanation, and the subject is going to fit for you or not, and even some other people opinion and all you might be taking. So for that we are giving enough time. That's pretty much fair enough. So I will be adding 3 documents, including class notes what I have simply drafted, plus practical document. Theory for that will be yesterday. Okay, and one document additionally, how to change the password of an operator ID also on safe side I'm attaching. Okay, clear everyone? So follow this process. Any questions, doubts, after tomorrow's class we will discuss. Okay, so you can wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow.